Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's quantum fiber optic network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
It's a fair frenzy on the weekly special. We'll explore Indiana's agricultural heritage, meet Indiana's smallest fair contestants, and get up close with its largest. All this and more right now on the weekly special. And I'm Hren for the weekly special, and we are here at the Indiana State Fair at the fairgrounds in Indianapolis, and I'm joined by John, who is a volunteer here at Pioneer Village. Thanks for joining us today. Some really interesting pieces of machinery behind us. Can you tell us though about this big one right over here?
This big one is a thrash, what they call a thrash machine. You put the wheat in the front, they shock it up first, and then they bring it in and they put the wheat in it, and it separates the wheat grain from the straw. And then after the straw goes out, you either put it in a stack or you bale it, and you got the wheat to sell.
Wow. That's not something that they use nowadays. This is from back when.
That machine there is over 100 years old.
That's amazing. And I hear you guys fire this thing up every now and then.
We do fire this up. We have a show at 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 4 in the afternoon. And we've got a lot of pieces of equipment here we run at that time. We got a sawmill and a steam engine that runs at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So if you want to come see a show, that's when to be here. And they explain everything about it, and even the people that pioneered and settled this farm here.
Well, there are a lot of other really neat things here at the fair, and some of those are the antique tractors, and we had a chance to take a look.
Attention, all tractor owners has to register at the office here. All tractors needs to be registered. Thank you.
It was sitting in a field down the road from my house, and it had been sitting there for a couple of years. I kept bugging the guy about buying it, and I had something he wanted, and we traded. It wasn't in bad shape. It needed tires, it needed painted. It wasn't rusted, it was just kind of wore off and faded. I just like this style of tractor. It's kind of what you grew up with. I mean, if your parents or grandparents had John Deere's or Alice Chalmers, that's pretty much what you stuck with.
I grew up on a dairy farm, but there wasn't any steam engines around or anything. My uncle thrashed for us, but he had a 1530 International tractor. But I've always been interested in old stuff. Our farm was bought off the government in 1832. And when I got, in 1964, I think, I went to Rushville, Indiana to a big steam show, and the bug bit me. That's a 1906 Russell steam engine, a traction engine. It's a steam tractor is what it is. 1906, it's, what's that, 105 years old?
This asphalt leaks good there. About tight enough? Yeah.
The old guys are dying off, and there's not as many kids coming up. They don't know what happened back then.
Wasn't tight enough.
There's not as many steam engines left either. It's got a big whistle on it, and we'll blow the whistle. You can hear it for 4 or 5 miles around, probably, that big one. Up on this hill you can.
Green's all right, I guess. It's just, I don't like green. Alice Chalmers just, I don't know, to me it just seems like it's got more power.
This is a 1919 Advanced Rumley. The tractor is a 2-cylinder kerosene, but it's designed to run on kerosene or coal oil or almost diesel fuel or any kind of low-grade fuel you can put in it. The engineers in 1919 were pretty good. Being able to reverse engineer the tractor to repair it, to figure out what they've done, has been a blast. It's a fun thing to do. It's the engine. It's the process. What I enjoy is seeing an old engine run for the first time after 40 years. To hear it run for the first time, now that's a thrill.
50 years ago, everybody pretty much had a farm. Everybody lived in the country. Now it's flipped. Everybody's moving to city and urban areas, and there's a lot less farm, but they're a lot bigger. It's a good organization. It's very important because it's American heritage.
And here we are in Cowtown, USA, and I'm here with Cactus, who's going to tell us a little bit about there's a lot going on here.
A lot going on. I'm glad you made it to Cowtown, USA.
Yeah.
This is Cowtown, USA, where you guys get to milk a cow by hand, the old-fashioned way, the way Grandma and Grandpa used to do.
Is it butter or ice cream over there?
Yes, you get to churn butter, you get to make ice cream, we make old-time soap. So there's a lot to do here at Cowtown, USA. So why are you guys sitting home? Come on down to the fair, come over to Cowtown, USA, where you guys get to milk a cow.
Now, I've never milked a cow, and I grew up on a farm, although we didn't have cows when I was growing up. Any tips or advice on how to do this?
It's a very easy method. First of all, you have to get your hands sanitized before and after you milk. Very important. We try to keep everything clean. A little antibacterial soap. We wash the udder. So now, here's the trick. You're going to grip high, nice and tight, and then you squeeze the bottom. So it's grip high, squeeze low, let go.
Okay, let me
You
give
ready
this a
to try
quick
it? Come on.
Yeah, let's try this out here. So we grip high.
Squeeze low, let go.
Oh, well, I got a little bit. That's not bad for the first time.
Grip high
Grip
and
high
squeeze low.
and squeeze low. Oh, there we go.
Oh, perfect.
Hey,
very good.
How about that?
Very good.
That is really cool.
And now, so what we do is we have the kids actually get up and get to milk a cow, but afterwards they get to go churn butter, they make ice cream, as I said, we make milk soap, and then we even have an old-time wringer wash machine. The kids get to try old-time chores. And once they're done with the chores and the milking and stuff, we sit around the campfire. We said there was no television, no internet in the old days. So we sit around, we make music, we tell stories, the kids get to pound on plates and make their own instruments. So it's lots of fun. We call it like a hands-on history.
Well, great. And speaking of history, we have some other history coming from Prophetstown here in Indiana, where they show a little bit of the heritage of horses. Let's check that out. The sound is unmistakable at the Indiana State Fair. The clip-clop against the pavement as participants line up for one of the visitors' favorite fair competitions, the Draft Horse Show. For Steve Morzinski, it started with his father. That early exposure transformed into a lifetime love affair for horses.
I think what started us showing the horses is competition. I grew up with my brother and sister and all the 4-H'ers, and we just, it was a big competition thing back in the day when we were growing up, and it just continues on. Most of the time when you're at the fairs, the people come up and they're just stunned how huge they are. Most of all, how quiet they are. How you can get them out of the stall, you can set a kid up on their back, and the parents are just like, they're amazed what you can do with them, and it's just unreal. These horses that we show and drive here today, it's just that they never wear out like the Belgian breed. I mean, we can drive them all day long, and they'll be ready to go again tomorrow. I mean, they have that much in them to do whatever you ask them. What we are trying to do is get out to all the people what the horses can do, what we do with the horses, draw people to like them. We need to have more people involved in it. It seems like it's dying off a little bit, but we want to get back at it and just have fun with the horses.
That passion is a common thread throughout Indiana's draft horse community, and it's led to the development of a unique venture, Prophetstown, where visitors and farmers alike get an up-close education unlike anywhere in the country.
Our farm is exclusively powered by horse-drawn power. The unique part is that, of course, we allow people to come here and try it for their own and experience it, and even our drop-in daily visitors can get right into the middle of it. We teach several clinics throughout the year, and we have people that come from all over the world to spend a weekend with us to learn how to harness and how to drive horses and how to farm with them.
Purdue Agriculture, Animal Science, Extension, the Veterinary School,
We work hand in hand. Melissa and Lauren are both graduates of that program, and we cooperate with them, and it adds an extra bonus for our customer to come out here and get both experts from Purdue and people who actually do the farming. At the end of this year, I'll have passed 700 people that I've taught to farm with horses since 1999. And now we add the National Guard training that we teach them before they go to Afghanistan. But we're becoming a laboratory to learn how to do sustainable farming with animal-drawn power.
I like the fact that I don't use the diesel fuel. It takes me a little longer to get my hay done, but all their hay and all their forage crops and their pastures, they put in. So it's kind of like your tractor making its own diesel. You know, overall, I would have to say, I enjoy the quiet. I enjoy the smoothness of it. I like working with the animals, and that's a real plus. It's a much more pleasant time. So.
With today's modern approach to agriculture, Prophetstown aims to not only educate those in the community, but change their minds as well.
In today's world, we want to talk about a little better job of farming, a little more sensitive things. Small acres farmers, all these people you talk to today, they're not big farmers, they're small. Webster's doesn't have an acreage definition for farmers. So we use this to attract people. We think it's just a better way to farm on small acres. We're not talking about replacing production agriculture, but for 250 acres or less, this is a very competitive way to use the beast that was supposed to do this, to make it work, to provide a profit, to do just a little different type of farming than your neighbor. In 2008, they had a survey, and they found that there were 425,000 people in North America farming with horses. Less than 100,000 of them were Amish. And so people are looking at the whole agritourism movement. Bring people to your farm. Even guys that grow corn and soybeans. Give horse-drawn rides throughout their property to educate people about agriculture. So that value-added thing has really made a resurgence in the heavy horse. Nobody ever stops and gets their picture taken with a John Deere. And a John Deere International never lays down in the spring and has its own replacement. I grew up near Holmes County, Ohio, the center of horse-drawn farming in the world. This stuff, raising these horses, driving these horses, farming with this stuff, feeling it, being all weathered and tired and smelling all this stuff. I don't know how you don't do it. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. You smell this stuff, you smell success. I don't know what else I'd do, to be honest with you. And so if you could do this and watch these people, watch them come here and change their mind about how they live. And I think we'll just help people to be just a little different.
And you can see the draft horses yourself at the Indiana State Fair Thursday, August 16th through Sunday, August 19th. Well, we are making our way throughout the fairgrounds, and I've got a new friend. Who is this guy?
You do. You have DJ. He's a ring-tailed lemur from the Rainforest of Madagascar.
Oh, wow. And what is he doing? Is he hungry?
He's cleaning you up a little bit.
That's cool. I'm with Iago, who does shows here at the Rainforest.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about what people can see if they come here to visit.
Well, we have about 8 different species of animals from the rainforest. We have macaws, kinkajous, ring-tailed lemurs, boa constrictors, red-footed tortoise, along with Patagonian cavy as well.
And what time can people come by to see your show over here?
We have 3 shows daily, one at 11, 1:30, and at 4 o'clock. We bring out the animals, we talk about them, we do some comedy, magic, and we bring up some kids and they help out as well.
Oh, great. Well, this is a lot of fun. Oh, look at that. Is precious. I've never had a lemur before. That is so cool. Well, thank you so much for showing us up close and personal, and people can get the same, maybe not that up close and personal right behind us here, but we have another animal that is not usually traditional at the fair, the frog. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Bartholomew County Fair. We are currently at the Farm Bureau building, and our frog jumping contest is going on right now. There was over 100 entries, right? Yeah. So it's going to be a big one this year.
This is how we test to see.
Yeah.
And any age group can get involved, from the smallest in a stroller to
8 and up.
8 and up.
It's funny watching them jump out of people's
hands. Whoa, 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 frog, frog!
That was a close one. You don't want to squeeze it too hard because you might hurt its leg, or because you want it to be in good shape.
You get 3 hops, but you have 1 minute to do it. It starts on a pad and you can't go into the circle. You have to be outside of the circle, but you can still yell and stomp and all kinds of stuff. Before I go, I try to stretch its legs and dry off its feet so it doesn't slip. There's a lot of technique, just work with your frog.
Gave him a kiss, gave him a pep talk. Yeah. Then we had to blow on him. You gotta stomp your feet and clap your hands.
Yeah.
That's our strategy.
Oh, is that your prince?
Prince Charming, yes.
Prince Charming is their frog this evening. Can you guys see this? He's huge. Just go ahead and put him down, and here we go. All right. 6 feet and 2 inches.
Whoa! It's okay. We do it for fun. We gave him back to kids so he can jump him later. Yeah. And then he's gonna let some other kids use him, so he's gonna get a workout tonight.
This is Prince Charming. I'm gonna take him back to my pond. He's gonna retire, and he'll be done. Something to do with the fair.
Every county should have frog jumping.
Yeah, it's a great event. We hope everyone enjoys the fair. You ready?
Well, certainly officials at the state fair present many opportunities for children and fairgoers alike to get up close and personal with the animals. You know, it's really hard to believe our next animal was just as small as one of these piglets down here.
It's state fair time in Indiana. Time for fried food, Ferris wheels, and tractor taxis. All traditions in their own right. Another of these traditions is the Indiana State Fair's Big Pig Contest. But this story starts a few hours south of the fairgrounds in Sellersburg at the Patton family farm. Home to goats,
Come on, goats.
miniature horses,
Those are kind of just pets.
a fearless 2-year-old,
Some more.
and a really, really big pig. A 4.5-year-old Duroc named Tickle Me Elmo III. That's right, just a little over 4 years from this to this. How exactly do you raise a pig this size? Well, first you have to spot the perfect porker. And just like a house, it's all about the foundation.
He's got awful good feet and legs on him. Normally a hog that size, their legs bow out on them and they can't get around. So that's the only reason we keep hanging on to him, because he's got good feet and legs, and there's nothing wrong.
And what do you feed a hog that's roughly the same weight as an Indy car?
Ground corn, basically a ration of ground corn.
Of course, Tickle Me Elmo's ration is about 3 times bigger than your average boar. But then, so is Tickle Me Elmo. Donald's grandson Cory does most of the work with Elmo. And in 2010, the Pattons had their first state fair win.
It was a surprise whenever he won the first year, because when we weighed him, I think we had the scale set wrong, so he was only weighing in at like a little over 1,000 pounds. But when we got up there, I can't remember the exact weight, but he was over 1,100.
And with the win came newfound fame.
And I wasn't expecting it to be that big of a deal, but it was to all them people up there. So it's really fun for them. It's all the city slickers up there. It's kind of neat watching the people up there, really.
There was more took pictures of this end of the pig than they did of that pig in 2010. You can see he's all boy.
But in 2011, the title went to Reggie, a red wattle from Austin. And while it's impossible to say for certain how Elmo took the loss, he has been training pretty much nonstop. So that brings us back to this year's fair, where it's time for the weigh-in.
We have 2 entries this evening in the big boar contest. And here comes our first entry, and this is a landrace boar. His name is Zeus XL for extra large, obviously.
Zeus XL's final weight? Just under a half ton, a very respectable 960 pounds. But not nearly enough to win this day. Because before Tickle Me Elmo even made it to the scales, the winner was clear.
And we have a weight on the winner this evening. This will be your champion. He weighs 1,303 pounds. 1,303 pounds. Let's give him back a nice round of applause.
Elmo's prize? He gets to spend a few weeks at the fair, probably his last trip. And what's next for the Pattons? Tickle Me Elmo? The 4th?
And if you want to see Elmo in person, he'll be housed at the Swine Barn until the end of the fair. Well, he did it. He is the world's largest boar, and we have some special judges on hand here with us right now. What do you think, guys?
It's a 10.
A 10? A perfect 10. He's big. How big is he?
Big as a smart car.
A smart car. What do you think? A minivan.
As big as a minivan.
He's this big, yes.
Big as a 10.
Huge. Hey, have you ever wrestled a pig before?
No.
Would you want to wrestle this guy?
No. I'd probably get super duper hurt.
Well, I don't think our next group would want to wrestle this guy either.
Still plenty of seats up front, still plenty of seats on the north side.
Welcome to the Owen County Fair. Wednesday night's main event, hog wrestling. If that has you scratching your head, Mitch will explain the ground rules.
If you'll notice, there's a pit right out in the middle of the arena. Tire on top of the barrel, feet deep, full of water. That's nice, cool water, clean water. What's going to happen? A pig's going to be released into the pit. The team will be then released into the pit, and after that, then it happens. The team will have a time limit to pick the pig up and put the pig on the barrel. Once the pig is completely up on the barrel, time will be called. Best time in the age class for the night will be the winner.
And as for strategy, well, that varied. There was the wait and see.
We're going to watch a few people and see what they do and maybe take a little bit from everybody and see what we can do.
The every man for himself.
We're just all going to attack the pig.
Get in there, grab it, put it on the barrel.
Yeah. All out.
And the straightforward approach.
We're gonna jump in the muddy pen and just go right at it.
But no matter the plan, they were all just waiting to hear this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to wrestle? I believe the pig got the best of them guys. I think y'all just give up, go face first.
Throughout the night, more than 70 teams jumped into the pit, even the Fair Queen and her court. Some were successful.
That's a new record right at the moment.
Others, not so much.
And time.
So if this looks like fun to you, head out to Spencer next year to give it a shot. All you need is a few friends, a strong back, and a really good washing machine.
Well, we are certainly having a good time here at the State Fair, and by the looks of it, so are all the fairgoers. I did have an opportunity to take a behind-the-scenes look at some of the new safety and security procedures put in place since last year.
During investigations of the collapse, a major problem became obvious. There wasn't one person with sole authority to take whatever actions necessary to protect fairgoers. This year, it's different.
If there's time, I will convene the policy group to make the right decision. And if there's not time, if there's weather pending or anything like that, then I'm the one who's accountable for making that decision.
David Shaw helped develop a comprehensive emergency plan to try to ensure the next few weeks go by without incident.
All eyes are on us, and we have an enormous responsibility to perform well, to do well, and we're extremely prepared to do so.
New measures include an internal inspection team and an email and phone notification system called Blackboard Connect.
So we have anywhere between 2 to 3 people in every single building of the fairgrounds who are keyed into the Blackboard Connect system, who are going through safety monitor training literally as we speak here today.
All fair concessionaires, exhibitors, and vendors have to participate in an online training and exam registration. Lucian Anderson and his grandson Devontae picked up their certification for boarding horses.
It's not overwhelming.
But it does bring certain things to light, just keeps you, in the loop and makes sure you're prepared when people come on the fairgrounds.
Anderson says, among other things, the exam reinforces how to direct people in the event of an emergency. Fairgoers will also be able to dial a phone number that will connect them to a fair operator who will be able to help answer any fair questions. Shaw says the new guest assist system is not just for safety concerns.
Where's the best lemon shake-up? Where's the ADA restrooms? Where are ATMs? Where can I park? What's the weather doing? What time is the show going to start?
For his part, Shaw says he'll be on site during the entire fair, staying in administration building quarters.
That's all the time we have for the weekly special. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the fair.
Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's quantum fiber optic network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. And by viewers like you. Thank you.